Dr. L. Hanumanthaya.
Sir, thank you very much.
3 minutes only.
Sir, 5 minutes is there, sir. 5
You
minutes
have
is there.
2 minutes remaining.
Sir.
I am giving you 3 minutes.
Thank you, sir. Sir, RTI is used to ask million questions of this country, particularly from ration card to village to RBI autonomy. It was asked, sir. Sir, from ration village shop to RBI autonomy and the finance ministry and demonetization, NPAs, Rafale deals, electoral bonds, unemployment status, appointment of Central Vigilance Commissioners, CVC, election commissioners and information commissioners themselves. This was used for all those activities. Sir, the information related to decision making at the highest level was accessed because of the independence and high status of the Information Commission. Now, the government is changing the very basic of that. On account of that, the highest authority with powers to penalize the errant officials, the corrupt bureaucrats, was curtailed by this act, sir, by the amendment of this act. Sir, this is no less important the Election Commission of India. You have referred the Election Commission of India. I just wanted to make it further. Election Commission of India was doing its job, and this Information Commission is not less than the Election Commission of India's work is doing. Sir, now it is working like the commission which is vested with status, law and independence and authority, as after this amendment, will now working like a department of the Government of India, which is not acceptable. Sir, the decision of the government to usurp the powers of the set terms and conditions of the service and salaries of the independent body must be understood as obvious attempt to weaken the independence and authority granted by law. Sir, section 13, which deals with the terms and conditions for the Central Information Commission, section 16, which the Government of India also control through rules the terms and conditions of the appointment of the commissioners in the state. This is an assault on the federalism of the country. Sir, this legislation, both UPA and NDA earlier have notified for the public consultation who are the stakeholders. Sir, it was there for 30 days in the public domain. All the RTI activists were involved in this. They have given suggestions. They have worked with this. They got the information about this to strengthen this law during that time. I don't know why this government is not putting this into the public domain. I wanted to ask the Honorable Minister why this was not put into public domain for the discussion. The RTI community across the country is worried, sir. Sir, the Supreme Court time and again said that a right to vote and right to information are fundamental rights. Hence, the CIC and CEC stand equal footing and rightly placed at par by the RTI Act of the 2005. Sir, the absence of the public consultation, no public consultation on the bill which has impacted the fundamental right of the RTI activists and the citizens of this country, which is the mandatory. The draft proposal were placed, as I said earlier, for 30 days. Now, no stakeholders were consulted before proposing sir, just 1 minute, before proposing these amendments. Sir, Information Commission is a statutory body. As on May 31st, 2019, there are 30,697 cases pending before the CIC. In 15-16, RTI applications rejected by the public authorities increased to 60,127. In 17-18, about 63,206 RTI applications were rejected.
Thank you.
Sir, please tell me what all of them will going to do if this is not accepted and if the amendment
Please
is going
conclude,
to be
please
done.
conclude.
So I request the government, please send it to the selection committee to strengthen this act, not to defame this act, not to de-strengthen this act. Please accept the government graciously, which will help the federalism of the country and the RTI Act.
Thank you. Now the Honorable Minister. to- Point of order. किताब दीजिए.
One explanation, if the chair permits me. Because our friend, the senior member, Mr. Jairam Ramesh and Derek Brain referred to me. My explanation is very simple.
No, have they named you?
No, 1 minute.
No, have they named you?
Huh?
Have they named you?
I am not able to go.
Have they named you?
No, they directly refer
No,
to
no,
me.
no, no.
No, what is this?
No, no.
No. Doctor, no, no, no,
Please
no.
sit down. Please sit
No, no, no.
Please sit
Eric
down,
O'Brien, no, refer to
That
me
can be discussed.
specifically.
That can be discussed with the
I
chairman.
changed my place.
Please discuss that with chairman. Discuss that with the chairman. Please. Yes, Bhupender ji, boliye.
Sir, I have two things.
No, you have not been named. You have not been named. Try to understand, you have not been named.
सर,
Please.
चेयरमैन साहब, मैं दो बातें कहना चाहता हूँ. पहला, जावेद साहब बोले, उन्होंने मेरा नाम लिया, अच्छा बोले, लेकिन मैटर ऑफ फैक्ट्स पे उन्होंने जो बोला और जयराम जी ने जो बोला, जयराम जी ने बालाप्टे जी और महामहिम राष्ट्रपति जी जो उस समय सदस्य थे उनका नाम लिया, तो उससे संज्ञान में आता है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी के नेता इस बिल को बनाने में न केवल प्रयत्नशील थे बल्कि पूरी तरह उनकी जानकारी में भी था. ये मैटर ऑफ फैक्ट्स है, इसको करेक्ट किया जाना चाहिए. किसी भी राजनीतिक दल को इस प्रकार से सिंगल आउटलाइन नहीं करना चाहिए. आप
ठीक है, रिकॉर्ड्स वेरीफाई किया
रिकॉर्ड.
जाएगा. रिकॉर्ड्स वेरीफाई किया
दूसरा
जाएगा.
मेरा एक है रूल 238A. मैं ये फैक्ट को चेक करना चाहिए. किसी भी राजनीतिक दल के बारे में ऐसा एकदम स्टेटमेंट.
ठीक है. It will be verified. Records will be verified.
सेक्रेटरीट में ऐसा है जावेद जी, अगर आज आप नारे लगाते किसी का भाषण नहीं होता तो इसका अर्थ ये नहीं था कि आप लोगों को पता नहीं था. आप फैक्ट को ऐसे नहीं तो तोड़ मरोड़ के कह सकते. दूसरा मेरा आपसे निवेदन है,
हाँ, ठीक है.
मैं इसको विवाद का विषय नहीं बनाना चाहता हूं, लेकिन केतकर जी ने जो अपने भाषण में कहा है 238 में जो डेफेमेटरी पार्ट है, मैं आपसे कहूंगा आप रिकॉर्ड को चेक करिए और उस फैक्ट को डिलीट करिए.
Sure. It will be verified and if anything is found unparliamentary, that will be expunged.